have you back here. Always a pleasure to talk to you, and I really hope that, based on what you said tonight, you managed to get one more tweet out of the president. So
I hope I do, Seth.
Yeah.
And I want to say honestly, very quickly, because I know it's annoying when people compliment the host. He
I've
was
been
on
wrong.
that little
Yep.
escalator down with the fake crowd going, look, here's my wife who loves me. And she's like, how do I get out of here? You know? And she's the prostitute. And who is he? He's the moral arbiter of 20-year-old behavior now, right? So then I said, you know, some facts that I just went on Wiki.
Did you know Trump once threatened to sue Rosie O'Donnell over comments about his marriage? Well, now she's teamed up with Seth Meyers to reveal what they claim are the real details behind the Trump union. And this time, there's no lawsuit that can stop them. The tea they spilled was so hot that Melania reportedly had a complete meltdown when she heard what was said. If you've ever wondered what really goes on behind those gold-plated doors, this is the story you've been waiting for. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now back to the video. When it comes to celebrity feuds, few have been as nasty, public, and long-lasting as the one between Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump. This isn't just some Twitter spat that lasted a weekend. We're talking about 15 years of back-and-forth insults that started way back in 2006.
And did it sort of start? It started from The View, yes?
The View.
Yeah.
He was on that little escalator down with the fake crowd going, look, here's my wife who loves me. And she's like, how do I get out of here? You know, that were easily accessible since this campaign began, that he is bankrupt 4 times, that he got all his money from his father. He is not going to win. Every smart person knows he is not going to win. That night, I was like, listen, you wench.
Talk about holding a grudge. It all kicked off when Rosie, sitting comfortably on the set of The View, decided to call Trump a snake oil salesman. Now, most people would just fire back with a tweet and move on with their lives, but not Trump. The man was so offended, he actually threatened to sue her. Can you imagine being so thin-skinned that you call your lawyers because someone said something mean about you on a daytime talk show? The war of words quickly turned ugly. Trump, never one to take the high road, started calling Rosie names that would get your mouth washed out with soap if you said them as a kid. Fat, loser, pig. He really went for the jugular with the sophistication of a schoolyard bully. Rosie wasn't exactly holding back either, labeling him crazy and demented whenever she got the chance. These two were definitely not exchanging Christmas cards. What started as criticism about Trump's business practices soon evolved into something much more personal. Rosie began questioning his marriages, his family dynamics, and basically everything about his personal life. She was digging for dirt, and apparently, she found someone willing to hand her a shovel. Enter Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer, who ended up behind bars for tax fraud and campaign finance violations. In a twist nobody saw coming, Rosie became Cohen's prison pen pal starting in 2019. She wasn't just sending occasional thinking of you cards either. She was visiting him in person and texting him words of encouragement during his hush money trial. Talk about making friends in low places. This unlikely friendship gave Rosie access to information about Trump that most people would never hear. Meanwhile, over in late-night television land, Seth Meyers was building his own anti-Trump platform. Night after night, Meyers would take shots at Trump's personal life and marriage.
I am here and I have no Xanax! Mommy's better since Bob Mueller last Friday. I have put in that request by tweet.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting to hear, but you know, nothing really will.
Have you back here. Always a pleasure to talk to you, and I really hope that, based on what you said tonight, you managed to get one more tweet out of the president. So
I hope I do, Seth.
Yeah.
And I want to say honestly, very quickly, because I know it's annoying when people compliment the host.
Creating the perfect stage for what was about to happen. When these two Trump critics finally got together, It was like watching a perfect storm form right before our eyes. What was supposed to be a light-hearted comedy segment quickly turned into a TMZ-style expose when Rosie appeared on Seth's show. The audience thought they were getting some laughs, but instead, they got bombshell claims about the Trump marriage that had everyone's jaws on the floor. Rosie started dropping hints that she had insider information that would make even the most seasoned gossip columnists blush. With a mischievous gleam in her eye, Rosie teased that she knew things, big things, about what goes on behind closed doors at the Trump residence. According to her insider scoop, the presidential couple wasn't exactly living the fairy tale marriage they wanted everyone to believe. Separate bedrooms, check. Contractual arrangements instead of romantic vows, double check. It was like watching someone read passages.
The day after the election, do you think it's going to be okay for me to be there? Or what if he wins? She's like, Rosie, you really have to start working on your negative loop in your brain. And she's the prostitute. And who is he? He's the moral arbiter of 20-year-old behavior now, right? So then I said, some facts that I just went on Wiki.
It's been really, we've sort of made the joke on the show that he's flip-flopped on everything except you.
It's actually very true.
If Trump gets indicted, it would be really great if Mueller let you serve the papers. I feel like...
From a celebrity divorce filing in real time. The segment spread faster than gossip at a high school reunion. Millions more people watched it than normally tune in to either Rosie or Seth's shows. The video clips were shared, commented on, and analyzed across social media platforms. Everyone was suddenly an expert on the Trump marriage, and nobody could stop talking about these revelations. Whether these claims have any truth to them or are just the latest chapter in this decades-long feud is anybody's guess. But one thing's for sure, Rosie O'Donnell hasn't forgotten a single slight from Trump over the years, and she's found the perfect ally in Michael Cohen.
There was a Tara O'Connor, I believe her name was, a young Irish lass who was Junior Miss Trump Atlantic City pageant sexist winner.
Donald Trump has been mad at you for a very long time.
Over a decade, Seth.
Over a decade.
Yes. And I remember as a child feeling, wow, there's no safety in my house, and look, there's no safety in the world. And all of that came right up when he, first of all, when he announced, I was like laughing my ass off.
Same here.
And he said, just want you to know, I've forgiven her, and this young woman, I'm like, what is he, the pimp?
A man who literally knows where the bodies are buried, metaphorically speaking, of course. In the aftermath of this explosive TV moment, Melania's characteristic silence speaks volumes. While her representatives maintain she's focused on family matters, the truth is that Mrs. Trump rarely dignifies public gossip with a response. It's her signature move in the Trump reality show. Stay quiet while chaos swirls. The nasty feud between Donnie's camp and Rosie isn't going anywhere, especially now that she's got Cohen feeding her all the juicy details from inside the Trump circus. Whether these marriage claims are legit or just another episode of celebrity trash talking, the damage is already spreading like wildfire online. Poor Melania. Those close to the former First Lady suggest these latest revelations hit a nerve. As the world watches this messy public spectacle unfold, you gotta wonder what other embarrassing Trump family secrets are still buried under that ridiculous comb-over. Maybe Rosie's got more dirt to dish next week.